As a non-permanent resident, you may be wondering how you can actually get started investing and reach your investing goals. If this is something that you've been researching, I want to go ahead and introduce myself. Hi, I'm Adina. I'm the co-founder of Immigrant Finance. It's so nice to meet you. I am an immigration attorney and accredited financial counselor. And so I specialize in helping immigrants and their families with navigating the financial system and investing so that they can reach their goals, have more certainty for the future, and have financial peace of mind. And so, a question we get a lot from our community is like, what are the keys to get started with investing? We do have a whole training that's free about the secrets to getting started with investing for immigrants and their families. We'll go ahead and link that in the description. Make sure to check it out. But a couple quick tips for you today in this video is that you want to focus on several steps. So the first is knowledge. So learning to understand the landscape and how investing actually works is going to be huge in terms of financial education, financial literacy for you to know how to play the game, basically. But there is a warning we like to give people on this knowledge search of figuring out investing when you are a non-permanent resident, when you're an immigrant, when you're new to it, when you're the first in your family, is that actually knowledge is only, to a certain point going to be helpful. Right. So it's not just about the knowledge. And if you find that you're gathering knowledge on learning how to invest, but you're still not taking steps to actually get your account open or to actually purchase your investments and implement an investing strategy, it may be that what's actually going on is something more emotional, right? Particularly fear. So we see that emotions are really the number one thing that's holding people back. At first it's not knowing whether they can invest as an immigrant. We're able to answer that in Immigrant Finance. Yes, you can. That's exactly what we help with and show people how to do. But after knowing the answer is yes, then there's still a lot of people who don't take that step and don't take that action and just stay in this loop of trying to get more information, trying to get more knowledge. But what's really going on is there's some emotional reasons holding them back. And it can be hard to distinguish that because our logical brain is often like, well, you just need to know more so that you don't mess up, right? And what that's actually going on underneath is you might be having fear that you're going to mess up. And so you feel like learning more and having more knowledge will be the answer, but there's never an end to that. Like you can fall into perfectionism and then always feel like you never know enough and then never actually start. So just be aware if there is an emotional reason going on stopping you from investing. You might be afraid also and have emotions around the immigration aspects of investing, not knowing if that's going to make you have an immigration problem or if you're doing it the wrong way, if there's some impact it could have on your immigration status. That's a very valid and understandable fear to be having. And that's something that we are happy to support you with, and so that you can have certainty about what you can do in terms of investing and be able to move forward. Another kind of emotional block that comes up for people is being afraid they're going to lose all their money, right? That's really common. I know that was something we struggled with when we started, and especially when you work so hard for your money, right? You don't want to lose it all right away in the stock market, right? So that's also very common, but that comes down to really having the support and the guidance to have a strategy and be able to feel confident knowing how to invest on your own so that you can know exactly what to do and understand also the normal cycles of the market, where it does go up and down in the short term, but in the long term, it is increasingly expanding, and that there's tremendous growth that we want to make sure you all get to participate in and be a part of, right? So make sure to ask yourself kind of, what are the emotions and fears holding me back from getting started beyond the knowledge seeking aspect? Like, is it really that I need to learn more, or is it that I'm afraid to get started? And having a combination of more knowledge and support would allow me to move forward so that my emotions aren't the reason I'm not investing. A couple other keys to getting started we want to mention is to diversify your portfolio when you are investing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You want to have your investments spread out into many, many companies, so that if one company does bad, you're still going to be fine. Your investments are still going to be doing well because the other companies make up for it. Also, learning how to leverage technology is really important. That's the next key, so that you can be able to take advantage of the amazing tools there are that allow us to be investing on our own now and doing it in really simple ways. Tax planning is also huge, right? This is like the number one way. Well, not the number one. It's one of the very important ways that you keep more of your investment earnings, is by being smart and strategic about the tax planning aspects of your investment, so that you pay less taxes, obviously still following the law and paying the taxes that you are required to pay, but doing what the law allows for you to be able to pay the least taxes possible, so that you can grow your investments, right, and your hard-earned money. Finally, building a community, building a network to support you in your investing journey is really important, particularly if you are the first in your family, or you don't know anyone else around you who's investing, right? Or if you're new to this, if you're doing it in the US, right, without having support, right, having that community is going to be huge, so that you do feel supported in those times in the short term when the market goes down, and don't do something stupid like sell off all your investments. You can have that reminder and support that it always goes back up. This is normal part of the process and things like that, and to know you're not alone. That was really the hardest part for Mal and I in our journey, when my husband Mal immigrated to the US and we were trying to figure out what he could do with finances as an immigrant. It was really, really scary and overwhelming for us to be doing it alone. So that's what we're all here about in this channel and in Immigrant Finance, to make sure you feel supported. As a next step, we would love to connect with you. So go ahead and book one of our free 30-minute consultations, and you can ask us any questions you have about getting started with investing and how we can support you. That's over at immigrantfinance.com/consult, and the link below is in the description. Lastly, make sure to subscribe so you can catch our other videos going forward, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.